Howdy, this is Big Tex. Many of you have wondered how the Saddle Rose got started. Well, I know the real story because I was there and I saw it happen. Legend has it, and as the story goes, a young cowboy found two treasures in a general store. One afternoon, while passing the general store, he saw in the window the best looking saddle he had ever seen. It was one of the finest looking saddles in all of Texas. It was made of reddish brown leather with a beautiful bright red suede saddle seat. He went inside to look around, and behind the counter was the most beautiful young woman he had ever seen. Her red hair was tied in the back with a calico ribbon, and her smiling eyes were bluish green. She smiled at him and with a twinkle in her eye, asked him if she could be of any help. He wanted to see this woman again, so he decided right then and there to buy that saddle. So every Saturday night, just before the store closed, he would bring a $20 gold piece to the young woman to pay on the saddle. After the store closed, they would talk and laugh together, and sometimes they would walk around the town. One night, just before the store closed, he brought her the last gold piece. He picked up the saddle, hoisted it over his shoulder, and then turned to her and took a deep breath. He asked her, "Would you be my wife?" She wanted to say yes, but wanted to test his love. "I'll marry you if you do one thing. Bring me a rose before the first snow flies." All that summer, while riding with the herd, he searched for a rose. The wind blew cold and his hopes began to fade. At the store, the young woman began to think she would never see her young cowboy again. Late one afternoon, as the storm clouds gathered for the first snow, the young woman heard knocking on her door. She answered the door. When she stepped out on the porch, the snow was just beginning to fall. Standing on the porch, with a shy smile on his face, was the young cowboy. He brought from behind his back an unusual, beautiful, bright red rose. He handed her the rose and gave her a quick kiss on the cheek. He asked her right then and there, "Young lady, will you marry me?" "Yes, I will marry you," was her reply. But she had to ask him, "Where did you find such a beautiful rose?" As he turned his collar to the cold and climbed back on his horse, she noticed through her tears that his new saddle no longer had its beautiful red suede seat, for he had made a red rose from the red suede of his saddle. So there you have it. That's the real story. And like a saddle rose, true love is everlasting.